How crazy is it, this new thing about the priests? You know what's happening?
Yeah.
That they're equating them being persecuted for kid fucking
Yeah.
to the Holocaust.
And the Pope's going to save them all. That's what they're saying. South Park was talking about that.
What is going on? Like, how crazy is the Catholic religion? The fact that it's still around is mind-boggling. But the fact that anybody takes them serious after all these fucking kids get molested. Like, how many kids have to get molested before someone steps in and goes, "Oh, maybe these guys aren't directly tied to God. Like, maybe we've been fooled."
Right.
I mean, it's just amazing that a cult can have so much power in 2010. And that nobody wants to call it a cult. And everybody wants to pretend that there's something sacred about it because it's been around forever. Like, it's the craziest, most fucked up idea ever. There was a big discussion about it on our message board, and one of the most interesting arguments was, so people were saying, you're discounting all the positive work that the Catholic Church does. But I'm saying anything positive they do, well, they do charities or that's them doing things outside of religion. That doesn't have anything to do with the fucking religion.
Right.
That's just people doing charitable things. That does not make up for kid fucking. That does not make up for living a life filled with guilt so that they can control you and keeping you down like a little bitch, terrified about every fucking thing you do because you're gonna burn in hell. And anybody who's ever been to Catholic school knows that.
Yeah.
I did a year in Catholic school, man, and it was like I did a year in jail. My first grade, I went to Catholic school, Our Lady of Czestochowa in New Jersey, and this fucking cunt nun, Sister Mary Josephine. I was like a pretty happy kid before this happened. You know, my parents had just broken up, and the impact of it hadn't hit me yet. You know, but I was still in denial. You know, but I would see my dad still because we were still in New Jersey. And then, while this was going on, I went to Catholic school for a year, and it was horrifying. It was brutal, dude. This nun was such a fucking cunt. Everything you did, she would just be on you. She would tell you she's going to make you sit on a nail in the closet. You were going to have to stay overnight. And she was just this haggard old bitch that nobody loved. Nobody had fun with her. Nobody told jokes to her. She never danced. She supposedly never fucked. You know, she wasn't allowed to do shit. She was just the worst representation of an elderly woman possible. The best would be a woman who's lived a life of joy and she's just super friendly to everybody because she feels so blessed that she made it through this great
she's very
experience.
wise too.
And very wise, yeah. This mean fucking cunt. She used to hit us. She really used to hit us. Like, people think like Catholic school teachers don't hit you with rulers. No, they fucking hit you with rulers. Like, that's real shit. They'll smack you in the head. It was brutal. Every day was terrifying. But I got awesome grades. Isn't that crazy? Like, right after that, I fell off school hardcore after that. I was in, like, gifted classes and everything the next year after Catholic school, and then I totally stopped trying.
Damn, I was sleeping. I stayed up all night and just slept.
When you're in a Catholic school, you're so terrified, you will push everything you do. You don't want to have a fucking C. You don't have a B. They'll yell at you.
Right.
They're monsters, man. You know? I mean, it's just that whole idea as a philosophy is the worst idea possible. That means you're putting the control of your consciousness. You're putting your trust in the wisdom of someone who lives in a cult of kid fuckers. Really? I mean, look at that. So that's what's going on. A bunch of guys who aren't allowed to fuck women. Oh, that's real natural. What? You're not allowed to have sex. They don't even get a better place in heaven. When they go to heaven, they just get regular heaven, just like you, if you listen to them.
Right.
It's ridiculous. It's the dumbest fucking idea ever. The dumbest fucking idea ever, and we have to pretend, on like CNN and shit, that this is like a real issue of debate. You know, and though there's abuse in the Catholic Church, but it's never like, why the fuck do we still have the Catholic Church?
Right.
It's never, nobody ever steps in and goes, really? Really? All this? These fucking guys in their robes, and they fuck kids, and they live in these crazy places together, all men? Really? And the nuns are all evil, and they all look haggard and beaten down. Oh, a few of them do some charity work. They do some good things, too. They donate some of the millions of dollars they trick people into giving them. They donate some of that, and they do some good things.
But yet you never really hear about this shit in, like, the Amish religion.
Catholicism is one of the worst ever.
It's
If the
crazy.
Catholics were controlling the world, we'd be fucked. I mean, everybody wants to fight off the Muslims. At least the Muslims like the other Muslims. Muslims like each other. Catholics don't even like each other.
Right.
They're fucking controlling you with death. You know, dude, it's a crazy religion. I guess Muslims, if you believe in like the hardcore jihadists, I guess they do too. You know, it's pretty similar. You know, Catholicism, the only thing it has over the Muslims is you don't hear about Catholic suicide bombers as much. It's more rare. Sure, it's happened though, right? There's been Catholic suicide bombers, right?
Totally. But you never see a Buddhist cocksucker. You know, you never.
Yeah, douchebag Buddhist. Yeah,
You're never going to be scared to be in like a tent in the middle of a woods with a Buddhist guy. You're not going to think he's going to fucking rape you. You're going to think like, oh, this guy's going to protect me from wolves and stuff.
But a real Buddhist. The people will argue that a real Catholic wouldn't fuck kids too. You know, and which is true.
I don't know about that. I think maybe that's just a form of retards that like to be around each other and fucking.
I don't know. It's what and people say, hey, you guys talk about the subject of religion a lot, like it comes up a lot. Shouldn't it?
Yeah, what's all the wars about? What the fuck?
Look, it's programming, and that's really all it is. No one knows any more about what life is all about than you do. I mean, we have wisdom. We've learned things. All of us have had different life experiences that we benefited from. We try to express these to each other, and we can all get a little smarter in the process. But the reality is, nobody really knows what the fuck is going on. Nobody knows where this is going. Nobody has any idea what this is. This itself. If we didn't live this life would be the craziest drug trip ever. Okay, if you had some sort of a logical, two-dimensional life, like a